can do it tired. You can do it with no self-belief. You can do it when you don't want to. You can do it when you think it's not going to work. You can just do things.
Fuck your tired body, that unmotivated mind, and get out there and do it anyway. You know, you better fight yourself, because you're not only winning when things are going your way. You got to figure out how to things aren't going your way.
4 words that'll change your life. I do it anyways. Tired? I do it anyways. No support? I do it anyways. Scared? I do it anyways. Afraid of failure? I do it anyways. Fear of rejection? I do it anyways. You don't build an amazing life or business or relationship by waiting for
the days you rather stay in bed are the days that you build self-trust. So you sit up, get up, and you go.
Because pain, you're going to have it. The way I see the life.
You can't go back. Once you started this damn journey, you got 2 choices. One, you get scared, you give up. And the second one, you say, okay, fucking fear. And you barrel through it. And when you come out on the other side, I guarantee you're going to be stronger than you ever thought possible.
Stick to the plan and not your mood, because the bigger the dream, the more motion is required. And you want to know what the funny thing is about motion? Is that it never gave about your emotion. Understand this, there are thousands of other people that want what you want. So you gotta ask yourself, what can you do today that separates you from everybody else? What can you do today that ensures that you get it and somebody else will come and take it from you?
Discipline eats motivation for breakfast. You don't need motivation. It's great if it arrives. It's some extra fuel on the fire. But discipline is the thing that you need. What would you tomorrow want you today to do? You tomorrow would want you to keep that process off. If you do a thing, in spite of being scared of doing the thing, that is bravery. The same thing goes for discipline. Doing the thing in spite of not wanting to do the thing is discipline.
Your feelings are legitimately irrelevant. It's about how you execute. And that's why discipline is so important. If you can feel, you're going to win. It is impossible to lose. It is impossible. Is it fun all the time? No. Does it make you feel good all the time? No. But the end result sure feels.
Discipline. Discipline is everything. Discipline is showing up no matter your emotional state. Discipline is showing up to the gym no matter how long or hard your day was. You're going to show up and get everything done. It doesn't have to be your best workout of all time, but the best that you can do that day.
To be successful at anything, the truth is you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts.
You have to be your best self and your least motivated. And that's the tricky part about all that. You have to have these different things in your mind on where you want to go and know that motivation is not going to get me there. Because I'm not going to always be motivated.
The greatest version of you is not the I can do anything version of you. The greatest version of you is the discipline. I have a prize that's in front of you.
I don't care how good you are on anything, you don't have discipline, you ain't nobody. Right. Nothing about discipline. Because you give up.
The things that you tell yourself, the lies you use to rationalize, taking the easy road. Taking the easy road and leaving discipline behind. You're too tired, or you're too sore, or not feeling it. Lies, lies, lies. Recognize the excuses are not valid. They're conjured up, they're fabricated, they're lies. And how do you stop the lies? You stop the lies with the truth.
It's warm on the couch. Your missus says stay in bed. It's comfy. It's cozy. You've got work later on. You had an argument last night. You're slightly hungover.
That's A level. I know there's a whole bunch of people.
I don't know why it's happening to you. But sometimes, guys, it's bigger than what you can even see right now. Sometimes your son gonna be looking you in the eye and say, Dad, how do I get through this? And then what are you gonna tell him when you quit before? What are you gonna tell him when you took shortcuts? That's the point, man. There's so much stuff that's bigger than you right now that you're going through for a bigger purpose than you can even imagine.
The ultimate lesson here is this. Everybody's on their own path. And I don't want to judge someone for wanting to be free and easy. I just want you to understand that there's a cost to that. And the cost that you're going to have of that isn't going to come until later. right? So really the truth is most people need to shut the fuck up and focus on that version of themselves they want to become and actually be willing to become it. And that's what's ultimately going to create the fulfillment that you're looking for. It's not going to be your cold plunge. It's not going to be your morning routine. It's going to be the work that you fucking do to become that version of yourself that is the exact version that you know you're supposed to become, and then being proud of it.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
There is no excuse for not being the hardest worker. Yeah, someone might be bigger, stronger, faster, quicker, younger, whatever else. But there is no excuse to not be the hardest team worker there. And when you believe that you have the ability to do something, that the life that you're living right now is going down this direction, you can hate where it is. There is nothing else to do but to change direction. I'll believe that I cannot go that way anymore. I gotta go this way.
A lot of people wait for perfect conditions to start, but don't realize that starting is the perfect condition.
No matter how much emotion and feeling you may have or how much hurt you may have, life has to go on. Life doesn't stop for anybody. So if you don't process that and understand that, you're stuck in whatever time period you got hurt forever.
The most important conversation you will ever have in your fucking life is the one you have with yourself.
A lot of people can give up. It's easy to give up. It's very easy. But what's hard is going, yesterday I got nothing from working as hard as I could. Nothing happened from that. I'm going to do the same thing again today, but I'm going to try to go harder. That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were each day, but mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying. That's a real grind.
You get all you have, you're gonna get max potential back. And then who knows what will come. That's the beautiful thing. If you don't show up, guys, you know the outcome. You'll never get the job, never get the part, never get the girl. If you don't show up. If you show up, you put yourself in a situation to create those opportunities. And when you show up, how hard do you go? That's the faster the opportunity will come to life for you. It's up to you guys.
You're gonna live right here on surface, man, right here on surface. So there is an ending to this world, and there is somewhere to go, and there's a judgment. You're gonna get there and you might see a chart. And that chart might tell you who the fuck you should have been.
Focus on right now because that is all you've got. Don't waste your time. Do you know that everybody alive gets exactly the same amount of time we all live? It's what we do with it that makes the difference. Don't waste your life. Make up your mind today, you're gonna figure it out.
It's like people look at champions and try and find something that champion has that they don't have. He's like, but it's not that. He's like, they lack something everyone else has. Just an off button. They just don't stop.
You know, what you do on Monday is fantastic, but then Tuesday is a bad day. But guess what? There's Wednesday. Yeah. So are we just supposed to live our lives like this the whole time? You know, versus just staying like this and understanding that it's really just a journey of evolution every day. It's just constant improvement, constant curiosity, constantly getting better. The results don't really matter. It's the figuring out that matters.
Champions do daily what everybody do occasionally. Everybody else does. You just do it daily. You're not. Yeah, we do. You're not extraordinary. You just do the ordinary action. That's it.
Every fucking day I wake up, I don't want to do some fucking shit. I'm like, okay,
that's
you want to be
two. We're halfway through.
Do you want to feel like a little bitch? You walk around all day knowing that you could, but you didn't? It's perform without purpose. You have to learn how to get up and do shit when you ain't got no fucking 5K, no 10K, nothing. Nothing exists. Your life fucking sucks. You're in a fucking dungeon. But guess what, motherfucker? I'm still going to get it. You know, on those days. I go anyways. I get it. Even if I'm just going through the motions, get out of bed, I get up and get out of bed. One day I'll make a decision. That's enough. I'm tired of being happy. It's showtime.
Stop breaking promises to yourself. When you say, I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 7 a.m.,
you got 10 seconds.
When the option comes to hit the snooze button,
easy, consistent, and you have none of the other attributes. He's like, you still might be successful. He's like, it's very tough for people who are consistent to not be successful.
I just don't stop. I go at things and I just believe like, man, I'm gonna just be consistent. Now I might alter my aim, but I just don't stop, right? You know how when most people get a break and they're like, oh, it's a break. I'm about to chill. I'm gonna keep going.
So I never have to get to that mind state of, all right, I gotta get back going again. I gotta readjust. I gotta put it back on the wall again. No, I'm gonna just keep going, but I'm gonna try my best to stay consistent.
Consistency, man. That's the name of the game, bro. Don't get much simpler than that. They ain't ready for prime time. They ain't trying to really get right. They take days off, this day off, that day off. They lazy. I'm tired. No. Grind every day, one foot in front of the other, bro. And I promise you, I'm gonna be lapping these folks, bro. Give it a year. Watch what happens.
Preparing to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Scheduling time to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Making a to-do list for the thing isn't doing the thing. Telling people you're going to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Messaging friends who may or may not be doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Writing a banger tweet about how you're going to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Hating on yourself for not doing the thing isn't doing the thing. The only thing that is doing the thing is doing the thing. That you can dress it up however you want. The work just needs doing.
If you actually want to build something that's going to stand the test of time and make you very successful and rich and happy and bring other people with you, it's going to take everything. I fully believe that. I don't think you can half-ass it. I don't think it can be a side project, and I don't think it can be something that's just 3 hours a day. I think you've got to go fully into it to become like high-level achiever, like actually a winner.
But there's a lot of you out there who want to be much more than average, but just don't know how to do it every single day to climb. This is a mindset. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But there's a motherfucker out there who wants what you have, who wants the position you are, who wants the job you have, who wants the wife that you have, or the husband. There's someone out there hungry and wants everything you fucking have. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But if it is, it's gonna be your ass. So make that a motivation for you. Stay hard.
There's nobody coming. There's nobody coming to save you. There's nobody coming to help you. A knight in shining armor isn't gonna ride in and save you. You are the only one that's going to be able to save you. And all this time, you point your finger and you say, I can't do that because I was born here, or I can't do that because I have this issue. And you know what's gonna happen? Nothing. You're gonna get more of the same, and you're gonna really regret at the end of your life that you put off taking responsibility for yourself and building yourself into what could be.
Nobody's coming to save you, big dog. Don't you get that? Your whole life has led to this point because of you. Your shitty decisions, your fucked up habits, your poor choices have caused you to end up at this point. The only person, big dog, that's gonna get you out of this spot is you. No more fucking excuses.
It's gonna be the hardest thing you ever did. It's gonna take fucking a long ass time. It's probably gonna take 3 or 4 times as long as you think it's gonna take. You're going to struggle. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to owe people money. You're going to fuck up your bank account. There's gonna be multiple fucking days where you don't think you're gonna make it. And those days sometimes last for months. And bro, this is the life that you're choosing. Like you're choosing, and then so you can't be surprised that it's hard. This is what the fuck you're signing up for. And anybody out there that says any of that shit ain't true, I can promise you they ain't built anything. They haven't built anything.
Everyone listening to this, here's the deal. No complacency. No complacency. No backing off. No slack.
What hard are we gonna have? Are we gonna have the hard of creating?
Set number 3. Get off that ass and get it with me.
Or are we gonna cruise? Or are we gonna?
It's hard to see my midsection on camera.
Or are we just gonna be?
I'll admit, on camera, probably look like a fat ass.
Another drag on
That's the reality
society.
on camera.
Another person.
You see me in person, motherfuckers are like, damn, you're big, you're jacked, you're fucking muscular, how do you do that? All that. People are complimenting you left and right. You gotta be a little snotty motherfucker.
Earlier you get in the
on camera.
You get on track, a better life.
In person, motherfuckers compliment you all day left and right.
Wealthier, stronger, smarter, better.
Just keep stacking days. As long as you keep stacking days, I promise you, you will see the change.
A lot of us who are afraid of something, we allow our mind to choose the path of least resistance, so we go a different route. And I'm afraid of something that's telling me you must come to that. You must do that.
Yeah.
You have to go that way. And most of us don't understand that mentality. We go left and we wonder why we haven't fulfilled something in our lives. It's because we continue to take the journey that is mapped out.
Most people struggle their whole life to find out who they are. Struggle their whole life to find out what defines them, what they actually enjoy and what they don't.
You start putting yourself in situations that suck, you'll find yourself.
I'd say one of the strongest mental frames that has gotten me through my first, the more epic the story.
When I go outside, I go in public, I go for a run, I never wear a shirt, bro. I'm always outside, no shirt. When I go for a 10-mile run, 15-mile run, I got women chasing me around the fucking park, bro, literally. You ever heard Drake? I do not chase holes, but they run a mile for me. It's just funny, because when I go to the park, I got these motherfuckers running, trying to chase me down.
What it means is that
Oh my God, hear that?
you are going to have experiences in life. Almost all of the important
I walked into it. That's what the storm is all about. When you can't control what's happening to you, control how you respond to it. That's where your power is.
Or we can see how far we can push the human body. So on that journey, as I started getting more and more into my mind and start realizing that while what I'm capable of doing,
You have to let it all go, man. Fear, doubt, and disbelief. Free your mind.
every single person that I know.
Even when I go to the park for like push-ups and chin-ups, I got all the little kids, because sometimes it'd be like a soccer game.
Elects to do very hard things.
You know, the park is packed, there's 1,000 people up there.
They're just mortal.
Every soccer field's filled up.
An excuse.
Well, all types of people. I'm over there working out, doing push-ups.
A goal,
you got all the little kids.
A shoot, a wedding,
kindergarten,
and that is what drives them forward. And even that's not I think that's incredibly powerful.
His muscles. Mom, Daddy, how come his muscles are so big?
Control what you can control.
Everybody.
That's the first thing I go to. All right, in this moment, if it's going out of my way, it's going out of control. It's spinning out of viewers. What can I control?
I'm at the park. I get 1,000 viewers in real life.
My words, I can control my.
I'm clapping, cheering, everybody. Let's go, baby.
What can I control?
Baby, in the building. Let's go.
Something external. Right? Because if I can control what I can control in the moment, what's happening externally is not going to affect and impact my true potential and my true advancement as a person.
Don't follow what most people do because you don't want the results that most people get. The average person is obese, likely to be divorced, and has less than 1K in the bank. It feels safe to do what everyone else is doing, but it's actually a terrible decision.
It's like the best way to guarantee to not have the life that you want is to do what everyone else is doing.
I'm not saying it's easy, man. The results you get, you're gonna love them, man. It's gonna make all this pain right now.
Way more views.
The thing about pain is,
way more views.
Like you feel it right now.
That's how I was doing chin-ups at the park. I was doing 225 chin-ups at the park. I had 100 people in a circle cheering me on for every rep I did.
Whenever you try to do something out of the ordinary,
fucking high-five people joking around with all the high school kids.
Why you can't do it? That you lose
we had about 100 different soccer players on the high school team in a circle going crazy every time I had a
try to discourage you. To achieve anything greater worthwhile, you must train yourself to rise above these people, ignoring them and pressing on.
The cops pull up and everything. They thought there was a fight.
What if I told you you're only 6 months away from what you were streamed up?
Like 100 people circling
the body, the mindset, but only on one condition. You have to every day from here on out. Up until now, that's not a price you've been willing to pay. But the reality is, there are graveyards full of men that wish they could be in your spot. 6 months to become the man you always knew you could be. Don't wait 10 years. Don't wait 10 minutes. Don't even wait 10 seconds. The time to start is now. 6 months away. I'll see you at the top, dog.
see, there's all kind of months. I do every day. Get after it every day mentality. When you push that hard, you go to the well. My well was fucking empty. Try to find something else and get that conqueror's mindset back. Where I just don't give a shit about anything. Just fucking grind.
Because if you push through the pain to achieve the pride, you forget about the pain was ever even there. But if you can't push through the pain and the pain stops you and breaks you down, then that pain is forever. Because you never got pride to outbalance it. Go through this, man. You start feeling the pain. It's all good, man. Welcome it. Welcome it, man. Because right past pain, it's forever pride, man.
It is not an easy path. It is filled with temptations and pitfalls and hazards and traps. And it's hard to stay on the path. And if you fall off, it can seem even harder to get back on. But you can do it.
I don't need fucking puppets. And people miss out on this, man. The purpose, we're all looking for this golden purpose. Is it this? Is it that? Is it making money? Is it my family? Motherfucker, the purpose is you.
Nobody cares. You know, at the end of the day, nobody cares. What we're going through, how your body feels, nobody cares. We gotta do our job.
Went through my current failures, my current sick points, and then help myself push past them a little bit. That's the growth, man. That's what puts a smile on your face. Where you've been, you know. Where you haven't been, it's exciting. That's why the smile comes, man. Every set, if you do it that way, like I say, I don't say goodbye to the pain that's low. All that saying that you left it all you had in that moment. All that can grow from that is prosperity.
Tell the truth. Call out your own weaknesses. Then impose discipline. Impose your will back up onto the path and set yourself free.
You are one decision away from changing your life. And you have to accept that. You're one new meeting, one new relationship, one new contact, one new action, one new decision away from shifting your life from where it is right now to a totally different place. I don't know what it is, but I know there's a decision that you need to make to take you to the next level, just like I know that's true for me. Because decisions shape our destiny when they're backed up by some massive ass action.
Struggle and hardship and bad times and tests, those are all part of the journey. So you can't be surprised when you get to them. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be someone who can tolerate these natural ebbs and flows emotionally and in reality if you're going to build anything. So it's more about building yourself into someone who can tolerate it than it is like finding a path without those obstacles.
Raise your standards. One of the most damaging things that any human can do is set low standards and then achieve those standards. I would rather you set your sights on the moon, but on the stars, because in the process of shooting for the stars, you will hit the moon, guaranteed. But in the process of shooting for the moon, you might completely miss it and hit nothing.
I woke up one day and realized all men are created equal. I don't need none. I'm my advantage. However much money you make, whatever kind of life you have, that's yours.
There's moments you can take it easy. You can pick and choose what moments you want to do. If you're watching a movie, or sitting on the couch, whatever else, you can chill in that moment. Don't fucking chill on the moments that actually create your legacy. Give it all there. And then the belief and the dreams just lives forever. And by the way, the best dreams in the world aren't the ones seen when sleeping. The best dreams are the ones lived.
Sometimes we don't understand, like, what is this thing? What is my purpose? Why am I here? Why do I have to go through this pain? Why do I have to go through this fear all the time? Why can't it just be peaceful all the time? Then that wouldn't be life. You know, it wouldn't be life. We have to take life at its terms, life on life terms, not life on our terms. You know, we have to live life on life terms, not on our terms.
Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Right? Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. And the reason that I'm saying that is because when it says don't be pushed by your problems, problems are a part of the journey. Opposition are a part of the journey, right? Adversity is a part of the journey. Like, it's all a part of development and growth as a person. And so when you got dreams and you got problems, I look at it as it's interconnected, right? You got your dream, you got your goal, you got your aspirations. Problems are going to happen along the way. Conflict is going to happen along the way. Uncertainty is going to happen along the way. But the thing that's important is putting things in place to fight it.
You're doing good. Don't forget where you came from. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Does that mean that you are supposed to be average? You are supposed to be like everybody else? Don't forget where you came from? Isn't that the whole reason you're doing all of this? Isn't that the reason you want to win? Isn't that the reason you're sacrificing and investing all of this time, energy, blood, sweat, tears, frustration, anger?
You got to figure out when your body's fighting you, when your mind's fighting you. How do you still, just say, fuck it, I'm gonna beat my mind today? Or do you just give in to your mind and say, oh, I'm tired today, I'm lazy, I don't want to do it, it's too hard, no one else is doing it, it's a weekend, it's too late, it's already off hours, oh, exactly what I want isn't happening right now. Like, okay, great. You know what that's great for? Your competition.
You want that attitude to permeate the people that you're competing against.
If you want it like you say you want it, and you want to separate yourself from everybody else, you must be the most consistent, proactive person on the planet. So while everybody's thinking about taking action, you've already took action. The smaller that gap can be from thought to action, the further that gap will be from you and everybody else.
You want to leave?
So don't look at us every day.
Leave, motherfucker. You want to
Go
stay?
into it
Stay.
an hour a day. Learn
For everyone in the chat, man. You want to leave around 7 or 8?
Learn from your insecurities.
Leave around 7
Learn from
or
your
8.
self-doubt. What makes you afraid of it? Study it. That's why I studied why I became so powerful in the mind, because I realized I was weak. So instead of running away from the mind, I dove into it and said, what is making me weak?
Values govern our daily interactions. They define our expectations, not only of ourselves, but usually of what we expect others to do as well. That doesn't always happen. But coming up on Dad's Day, I was asking myself, what's a value that I learned as a child that has really become the man I am today and pursuing to be? And the one that I remember the most, and was preached to me by my dad, is this: don't half-ass it. Don't half-ass it.
Controversial take. You really can solve a lot of male problems by getting in shape and making money. You still have problems. They're just smaller and you have more resources to handle them. The world is there for the taking for anyone who can learn from their mistakes, do what they say they were going to do, and stick with it, even if it's not sexy. What used to make a man acceptable now makes you extraordinary. The bar for winning has never been so low.
We did not come this far to just break down and lose now. Everything's not always about winning and losing. I'm a winner. I'm going to win.
You don't have to feel good about it. You just have to keep going. The feeling will pass, but you will remain. You are greater than your feelings. Going to bed late and waking up early to work for a few days won't kill you. You're not going to burn out. You're doing what it takes. If you're one of those people that push work-life balance, just remember, the people who like working a lot don't care. I've never regretted trying harder at anything ever. Hard times last long, but an epic story feels like a lifetime.
Think about the things that you tell yourself, the lies you use to rationalize taking the easy road. Taking the easy road and leaving discipline behind. Think about them. You don't have time. That's a lie. And there's, you're too busy. Sure you are. That's a lie.
Everybody's great when they're not tired. The champions is when they tired. That's when the real champions come out. That's when the real dog come out. Because if you go piss like a puppy, stay on the porch.
We suffer every day. That's what we do. We do stuff that sucks every day. So then when the suck stuff comes, you're ready for it.
The bad days, the story that I'm one day going to tell myself about what I got through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without the bad days, the story would be way more lame. There would be no glory in overcoming anything, because what did you overcome? It was all just 40 to 60, vanilla ice cream mush, gray, like, existence.
Yeah.
Everything is possible in your life when you believe. When you believe, everything is possible. You have the two hands. Everything is possible. Every day I wake up and I don't want to do some fucking shit. I'm like, okay, man, do you want to be today? Do you want to walk around all day knowing that you could, but you didn't?
And if you don't have highs, you don't have lows, it doesn't come. If you numb the bad, you numb the good.
Doing the thing, in spite of not wanting to do the thing, is discipline, right? You don't need motivation to get yourself up to go and do it. Make the promise small, build it up step by step. Know that you are going to have setbacks. A habit missed once is a mistake. A habit missed twice is the start of a new habit. Never miss 2 days in a row.
You feel like right now you're looking around and you're directionless. I would take about 15 minutes and figure out what the hell you want to do with your life, and I would start getting after it.
When you're going through something really challenging, how do you show up within it? Do you choose to
become a victim of complaining and misery and shitty, or do you find
that's set
meaning
number 5.
when you show up in the
Thankful to
suffering?
be alive.
I never forget one time.
We got 5 sets left. We're halfway through.
When I was just trying to become, I was fat. And I ran by a graveyard. And I look out there, I'm like, man, I wonder how many of you motherfuckers in there just are so upset with how you lived your life, regret how you lived it. And I'm running a 300-pound man thinking, man, don't die like this, bro. I go back to the months and years of preparation to get to that day. And I'm telling myself, it's 3:30 in the morning, and I'm looking at my shoes, and I want to go out there and run 30 miles. I have to, in that second, in that moment of this self-talk, my mind says, you gotta find more, you gotta find more. I once again calm down, go back into my mind, in my cookie jar, I call it, and I have to reflect back on the shit I did to get here.
When I was in college, drinking, partying, doing all the things, I mean, like, you know what, I'm going to stop this. When my friends go out, I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to wake up early, I'm going to go to the gym.
The man who never fell has no glory. The man who fell and got back up, that's where his glory is. The man who fell 20 times and got up 21 times, that man has even greater glory. Wow. That man has more courage, way more courage than the guy who was so strong from birth that he never failed. There's no glory in that.
Everybody has that voice in their head that says, hey, could you really do this? Is it going to happen?
There's nothing out there for me.
And that's the problem. You hung up your cape and your coat, but you didn't move on. You never went to find a life. But you're not living. You're just waiting, hoping for things to go bad again.
Whatever reasons that we usually give ourselves in the beginning for why we can't achieve something, you could almost always find not only just someone, but someone who's achieved world-class levels of success with worse conditions than you currently have, which then means it's absolutely possible. And then the only thing that it takes to get there is work.
If you want to change your life, you must change your ways. You must develop discipline. You must develop strength.
You don't achieve worthwhile goals quickly or easily. They take time. Relentless pursuit, day in and day out. That's what it takes. But also, things don't usually fall apart quickly either. It's a slow process. A little slip here, a little setback over there.
If you talk about work-life balance as a 22-year-old man, you're hanging around with the wrong people. That gnawing feeling when you realize you've outgrown your social circle isn't loneliness. It's your ambition finally speaking louder than your need to belong.
And there's a narrative that we should not criticize ourselves. We should not say the things that we could have done better. But I believe that that voice isn't an insecurity. I think it's a version that wants you to taste your potential.
Once you change one thing, your mindset, you can attack everything.
Trees don't hang around with the grass, even though they all started from the same place.
Spend so much time on self-improvement that you have no time to criticize others.
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
Don't make excuses. Some of the best athletes, the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable. It's the best people who can overcome when they're tired and sore.
Just get started. The longest time in the world is the hesitation between thought and action.
I had to stop thinking normal. I had to stop thinking normal. I can no longer be a common man walking around doing common things. Everything you do, you may have some support, you may not, but it's on you. You have to make the decision whether you want to be a badass
or you want to be a sad ass. You got to make the decision. David Goggins, man, he's funny as hell, bro. I don't know the shit he says, but I like the way he says it. That shit is cool as hell.
wrote her off for the 10th time today. Practiced all the things I would say. She came over, I lost my nerve. I took her back and made her deserve. I know I'm being used. It's okay because I like the abuse. I know playing with me. It's okay because I got no self-esteem. Oh, we make plans, go out at night. Wait till 2 and turn out the light. This rejection got me so low. Keeps it up, but it's my time to slow. I'll relate this little bit. Happens more than I'd like to admit. Late at night, knocks on my door. Drunk again, looking to score. I know I should say no, but it's got a heart when she's ready to go. Baby, I'm not a tweet. I'm just a sucker with no self-esteem.
As a kid, you believed in magic. Every now and then, you believe in it again. The all-electric RZ, because the greatest pleasure of an automobile is how it makes you feel. The new Lexus style that doesn't let you be you. Stop short of amazing.
Everyone Plus member knows free delivery means that unexpected guests of any size are not a problem.
Carl looks like he can eat.
He's a machine. This is why I'm a Walmart Plus member. Groceries delivered for you today.
I see you, Carl.
One bag, infinite possibilities. Kate Spade.
Chevy trucks are as dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. They don't need permission to get going. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
I do better when you do better. You do better when I do better. One bag, infinite possibilities. Kate Spade.
Chevy trucks are as dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. They don't need permission to get going. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
You installed this?
Even had a few screws left over.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you can get quality and savings.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
It's a good day to make the neighbors jealous. Our best lineup is here. Lowe's.
There. I hope you enjoyed our time together today. You know, it seems harder and harder to just sit back and enjoy the finer things in life. Well, till next time. Ta-ta.
Making faves with Bistro Favorites.
Pretzel roll is how I roll.
Rolla's pesto, and it can't be a fave without my favorite.
Yo, we like to load up on turkey.
This looks phenomenal.
100% natural Bistro Favorites in the lunch meat aisle.
Keeping George Drama's not easy.
Fred's coat could use a little love.
Hi. Cool outfits. You know, PetSmart.
Because I want to be great.
And you're not.
I want to be one of the greats. And it's going to take all of you. It's going to take every ounce of speed, everything you got. And if you give it any less than everything you totally got, totally spent, you're not doing enough.
To get anything of value, you have to sacrifice. Do you know that the harder thing to do and the right thing to do are usually the same thing? Nothing that has meaning is easy. Easy doesn't enter into grown-up life.
To do anything successfully in life, you gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe. And if you want it that bad, if you're willing to give it that much, you get a big piece of what you want. In life, dreams do come true. Anything you want can happen and become a reality. And I say that not from something I read, it's from something I lived.
How bad do you want this? You know how to do it. You know exactly how to be you or how to be me. You don't want to do it. There's no luck in this game, man. There may be a little bit of luck, but the luck happens after you bust your ass and you put yourself in that lucky situation. Luck doesn't happen. You put yourself in that situation where luck might fucking happen. And that's what people don't know. But to get there, luck ain't gonna happen. You have to put yourself in that situation, man. It takes a lot of work.
This body, as great as you are, as sharp as you make an arsenal, it can't do anything if you don't have confidence in yourself. We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up? You go after it. You give it all you have. If you lose, at least you try, man. I failed. It's 10 times more of a man than someone said, what if? Because what if never went to the arena. When you guys find the fear, that fear will either create you or destroy you. I love fear. The reason why, behind every fear is the person you want to be.
What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to forgo? It's hard for people to understand how I lost 106 pounds in less than 3 months. I sat down at the table and I said to myself, what are you willing to give up? Everything.
I know you're gonna have to do almost everything alone up here, but you know I'll be with you. Now you're gonna have to go through hell, worse than any nightmare that you ever dreamed. But in the end, I know you'll be the one standing. You know what you gotta do. Do it.
Bro, whatever amount of effort you put in today, give 100% of it. So if you could only give 10% today, then don't give 9. Give it your full 10%. Because people who put in their best effort in life will will get in return all the things that they wish for.
I promise you that for the next 6 months, you'll give it your all. No averageness, no laziness, no excuses, just pure effort. Because truth be told, that's all that you're missing. It's just effort. If you just hone in, block out the noise, get off the ground, get off your phone, tell your weaknesses no, and tell your strengths yes, I promise you by the end of the year, you'll be in a totally different situation. But I can't win it more than you. You gotta make that choice.
I'd rather go too far than not far enough. The only reward that you get from taking it easy is the fact that in the moment, it's easier. If you want results, and then you basically just catch yourself slacking off and don't do anything about it, but it kind of sounds like you don't really want those results, you know?
I know what darkness looks like. I know what it feels like to be alone with no motivation, no drive, no passion. For the first 20-some years of my life, it was just darkness. But if you are able to get up every morning, have no passion, no drive, no motivation, no shit, and still get up with that kind of fire, you will be successful in life. I guarantee you that.
When you give everything you got to something, I'm talking about blood, sweat, and tears, everything you got to something. The peace in that is not the result or the reward. The peace is the fact that I gave everything I had to because this is who I am. So now, even if it doesn't turn out the way I want it to, I didn't go to the NFL. That was a dream I had since I was young. I can honestly say with every fiber of my being, I gave everything I had to.
Let me be very clear. I'll never give up. Never.
The point is that there's some games you don't get to play unless you're all in. And the other thing that's so interesting about being alive is that you're all in. No matter what you do, you're all in. So I think you might as well play the most magnificent game you can while you're waiting. Because do you have anything better to do? Really? Why not pick the best thing possible that you can do?
If you're gonna do it, do it. Say what you can do what you say. If you can't do it, don't say you can do it. Don't over leverage yourself. Don't over leverage a decision and then jump in and kind of dip a toe. I think I'll try it out. No, think if you're gonna try it out beforehand, but when it's time to go, dive. Finish it, find out. Come out the other side. Don't leave it and go, ooh, if I just would have, That keeps me up at night. I think it keeps a lot of us up at night. When you half-ass something, you just don't know. Whether you failed or succeeded, got what you want or didn't get what you want. Finding out and looking in the mirror and going, I didn't half-ass it. I went all the way. I found out, and that ain't for me. Or I found out, and you damn right that is for me. That's a great place to get to.
Just this whole thing, we look at life like it's about what you can get from life. And I think, I read something, I was like, that's not what it is. You're going to always be unfulfilled if you look at life like that. It's about knowing you're going to leave one day. And, when you leave, the only way you're going to be fulfilled is if you know you gave everything you had.
Well, you shouldn't be afraid of taking risks and pursuing something meaningful. But you should be more afraid of staying where you are if it's making you miserable. You're paying a price by sitting there being miserable. You might say, well, the devil I know is better than the one I don't. It's like, don't be so sure of that. The clock is ticking. And if you're miserable in your job now and you change nothing, in 5 years, you'll be much more miserable and you'll be a lot older.
You want to be the one that says, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway. I know I don't feel good today, but I'm going to go out there and I'm going to prove to myself that even on days that it doesn't feel right, I push myself. The only way to gain confidence in yourself is to build something. It's not to wait for it to happen. The fish just don't jump in the boat. You better go out there and do it yourself. Don't fucking wait around and wait for someone to hand deliver something. Go make it happen. Most people who've won big have failed big. And what I promised myself as a little boy, I said I can never leave the gym knowing I have 5% left. And 5% is magic. That's the magic place where very few people go. You can go there. We're giving you permission to go there. We'll have people behind you. If you fall down and drop the weight on the floor, who cares?
Who cares? But if you make it, I care. I want that. I want you to fail, and I want you to get up and do it again. Same thing in life is the same thing here. If you can do this, you can do anything. Anything.
I want to be like all in. Do you know what I mean? So if it doesn't work for whatever reason, and I think it's going to work, obviously, but at least I can look back and be like, you tried your best. And that's all that anybody can ever ask me, is that you tried your best. And I was both feet in. I did everything for it, right? From nutrition to the mental side of things, to training twice a day, to the routine, to the sleep, to the physio center, to everything. I want to take every single box. In 5 years or 10 years, I can look back and go, look, you tried your best, and that's all I can do.
If tomorrow never comes, how far would you go today? If tomorrow is not a guarantee, how far would you push? If you thought that today was your last opportunity to ever do the thing, how far would you go?
You will not succeed in business or any endeavor in life until that fight you just went through is applied to the same endeavor. It's too far of a world out there. If you're trying to lose weight for the girls on the beach, like you just said, it's never going to be successful. Think of that, guys. When you guys are saying you're doing everything right and you're giving it your all, come on. Come on. Your all's a lot more than you know. You got more inside of you to give. Stop selling yourself so short.
When you said, I'm all in, were you really all in? Let me tell you what the cost of being all in is. Early mornings, late nights, being misunderstood, having very few friends, being your own cheerleader. Are you those things? People always talk about, man, I'm a hard worker. Everybody in this room is a hard worker. That's not going to separate you from anybody else. What are you working hard on? People always look for one thing for the other. Oh, you gotta work, you gotta work smarter and not harder. No, you gotta work smarter and you gotta work harder.
Go do something that's hard. Go try and accomplish something that's hard. You may win, you may lose, you may succeed, you may fail. I'll tell you what, you'll be better.
Reminder that if you want to be exceptional, you're going to be different from everyone else. That's what makes you exceptional. You can't fit in and also be exceptional. Both have discomfort. When you fit in, you have internal conflict because you're not being 100% you. When you're exceptional, you have external conflict because everyone sees you as different. Pick one. When your friends start to say, you've changed, remember it's because they don't know how to say, you've grown.
Imagine spending 10 years of your life only thinking about one thing every waking hour of the day. We agreed not to drink, we didn't do drugs, we didn't date, we didn't do anything. We just literally obsessed from the time we woke up to the time we went to bed. That's literally all we did.
Take the path of maximum responsibility. Not because you should, even though you should. That's not why. Because that's the pathway of maximum adventure. So you say, well, what's the meaning of life? It's like, it's the meaning that reveals itself when you take the pathway of maximum responsibility.
Most people say, nah, man, I'm working all the time, traveling, man. That's my excuse, man. I couldn't get to the gym, I got a good excuse. Sure, you got an excuse. But if you want it bad enough, you find a way. If you don't want it bad enough, you find an excuse.
Confidence and fear both require believing in something that hasn't happened yet. At a certain point, you have to consider that you're choosing to be afraid.
Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. So the question is, who should you defeat in the final analysis? And the answer is you should defeat your former self. You should be constantly trying to do that. And you're the right control for yourself too, because you're the one who's had all your advantages and disadvantages. And so if you want to compete fairly with someone, then you should be competing with you.
I think the best way to prove your value is to work, is to learn, is to absorb. But you always want to outwork your potential. As hard as you believe you can work harder than that.
Well, sometimes I tell myself daily, so I make sure I do at least one thing every day that sucks. It can be for an hour, it can be for 2 hours, sometimes it's for 10 hours. But every day I do something to strengthen the mind. We're all looking for this great mythical mental toughness. Mental toughness doesn't come from sitting on the couch. It doesn't come from wishing it would come true. It comes from putting in the work. And you have to start developing your mindset. Mindset is not developed by wishing. Mindset is developed by doing and actually putting into practice.
What's more important, what we acquire or who we are? Materialistic, superficial, it's cool. But the people that we become, the thoughts we think, the words we speak, that's something that's going to travel with us forever. You can lose a car, get another one on, but the people that we become as a result of the processes that we lock into every single
Arizona. I knew Arizona's in here. Jay, I've been busy, bro. I check your shit out all the time, but a lot of times I'm too damn busy, man, to even stop in and say hello, and then I'll be chit-chatting for 20 minutes. I'm busy, bro. So it's not that I'm avoiding you. If I ain't got the time, I ain't got the time, champ. We're putting in that work. We just ran a half marathon yesterday. Literally yesterday, half marathon. And a lot more than that. We ain't gonna say what else we did. That was just for breakfast. Just for breakfast, on a 13, 14-hour fast, no food, only water, we did 14 miles, half marathon for breakfast. Let's go, champ. Light work.